Hey, what's going on guys? Justin here, and in this video, I'm going to walk you guys through how to create an offer that someone would feel stupid saying no to, how to charge more money for your products or your services, and how to not fall into what we call the price offer trap. And I want to give credit where credit is due. A lot of people that I have studied for creating a specific offer, Ryan Levesque, Dan Kennedy, Alex Hormozi, a lot of their fundamentals are in this document. So before we start this video, a couple of weeks ago, we did a live training inside of our free Facebook group, and we talked about creating an offer. We talked about competitor and customer research. We talked about determining your specific niche, and we had a lot of questions on the specific offer and how to create an offer and how to develop an offer. And so I want to do a deep dive in this video on how to create an offer that people would feel stupid saying no to, so that you can charge more money and not fall into a couple of traps that people usually fall into. So what I have here pulled up is a PDF that I'm kind of going to be reviewing. If you want access to this PDF, it's going to be a handful of questions and action items that you can take. If you want access to this, into the description below, there's going to be a link. And inside of that link, you just enter in a couple pieces of your information. We'll give you guys this PDF. So first thing that we want to look at when we're creating a killer offer, there are 4 things that you must do when you're creating an offer. One is you want to increase the dream outcome. Another thing that you want to increase is the likelihood of achievement for your prospects. And one thing that you want to decrease is the time delay. You want to decrease the time that it takes for someone to actually achieve the result. And the next thing that you want to decrease is the effort or the sacrifice that it takes to achieve that result. Okay, so the increase of the dream outcome is what they really want. Increase the likelihood of achievement. Do they or do I believe that I will achieve the result that I'm looking for if I purchase this product, right? And then increase the time delay is the time difference a client buying and receiving the promised benefit. So those are 4 things that you want to do when you're creating value for your offer. Now, the next thing that you want to do is list out the dream outcome for your prospect. An example is how to lose 20 pounds in 6 weeks. That is the dream outcome. That is the transformation that they are looking for. Next thing that you want to look at is list all the potential problems that you can think of. Things that people struggle with, their limiting beliefs. Think about the problems that people face immediately before and immediately after someone uses your product or your service. Think in enormous detail. Try to create as many examples as you possibly can. So I have a couple examples here. Healthy food is expensive. I'm not sure what to buy. Cooking healthy food essentially will take way too much time, and I'm not sure what exercises to do, etc. All right, next thing you guys need to do is create a solution list, right? Create a solution for each problem that you have listed above. Think, what would I need to show someone to solve this problem? And reverse each element into a solution-oriented language. And usually it's done like an how-to at the beginning. So for an example, the problem is buying healthy food is expensive. So you're going to put that into an example for solution-oriented language. How to buy healthy food for less than your current grocery bill. Next thing you want to do is think about anything that you possibly can do. Think about any way that you specifically can enhance the value of your offer so much that they feel stupid saying no. And an example for buying healthy food, like personalized grocery list. This is essentially a list out where you can teach them how to make their own list. I have an in-person grocery shopping where I can take their clients into a store and teach them how to shop. A recorded grocery tour where I might actually shop once, record it, and then give a reference point to my clients of how they can do it on their own. Now let's go to the competitor research. This will provide you with the knowledge that you need to position your offer as being more superior and more valuable compared to your competition. The primary focus of the competitor research is to identify any major players in your niche. You're gonna wanna see what they're promising in their transformation, how they're delivering it, and what their mechanisms are for their actual product or their service. In the PDF that I'm going to give you guys access to, there's going to be a handful of questions that you can go through when you're doing the competitor research. But let's go on to the next thing. The next thing is delivery. You need to think about things that you can do for personal attention, or how do you want to provide one-on-one, small group, one-to-many, what level of effort is expected, DIY, done with you, done for you. If you're doing something, what environment or medium that you want to deliver in? Is it being recorded? How quickly do you want them to reply? And from there, now it's time to trim the fat. So you go through your list and you remove the ones that have high cost and low value to your business. Ask yourself these questions. Which of these things will the person financially value? cause them to believe that they are likely to succeed, make them feel like they can do it with much less effort or sacrifice, help them accomplish their goal, and see the result that they want with far less investment. Now, from that list, the offer items that should remain are low cost and high value, or high cost and high value. So an example would be pre-made Instacart grocery carts for delivery, so that the clients literally all they have to do is click a button and they have it to their doorstep, right? Another example would be a grocery calculator, where they can create a shareable tool that allows them to use a tool that's calculated for their grocery list. Now, this could be something that you take 5 or 6 hours to create, but it's created one time. You can share it with multiple different people. Now, let's talk about ways that you can enhance your offer. There's usually a couple ways that you can do it, but the main ones are scarcity, urgency, bonuses, and guarantees. Okay, so let's talk about scarcity. What you want to do with scarcity is you want to decrease the supply and raise the prices, which will indirectly increase the demand through the perceived exclusiveness. So an example would be limited supply of spots, limited supply of bonuses, or the offer may never happen again. Next thing is urgency. Urgency is decreasing demand by decreasing the action threshold of the product. An example would be it ends on a certain date, or prices increase after a specific date and period. Third thing is bonuses. So if we go down to the PDF here, you can see that bonuses increase the demand and increase the perceived value and exclusivity. Examples, you can create checklists, tools, swipe file scripts, templates, and anything else. And the next thing is guarantees. We like guarantees a lot. So what guarantees do is increase demand by reversing risk. It's essentially like a risk reversal, right? An example would be if you don't achieve X and Y within X period of time frame, we will refund you your money back, no questions asked, right? The most important thing when you're creating an offer is to always, always, always over deliver. When you're looking at your competitors and doing your research and your market research and your competitor research, you want to make sure that the value that you have for your offer drastically exceeds anything else that is on the market. And that's going to help you guys win a lot of deals. Last thing that I want to mention, guys, is don't fall into the price trap. So what most businesses do is they look at the marketplace and they enter in the marketplace trying to provide a little more product and a little more service for a little less money. And essentially it's a fight for the bottom. So your competitors try to do the same thing, undercutting each other to try to win more business because you're essentially pricing yourselves lower. And what happens is you guys are so common throughout the entire competition, where one business looks like the other, you guys are almost exactly the same and offering the same thing, and you're priced competitively. What happens then is that your product, your service, your industry becomes a commodity. What the client or the prospect is going to do is look at all of the competition and figure out which one is the cheapest, because they're going to try to figure out, how can I get the most value? How can I get the most bang for my buck? Every single prospect, every single person is looking for more value than they actually pay for. So don't fall in the price-driven trap. Now, if you see this PDF here, I talk about, price-driven businesses. And this example would be like, hey, we run Facebook ads, we generate the leads, we pay for a retainer each month. You're just like any other Facebook ad business. They are commoditized and is a price-driven purchase. What you want to do on the flip side is be a value-driven business. So you can see here on this PDF, this is an example, pay one time, no recurring fees, no retainers, we'll generate all the leads. You don't pay unless someone shows up. We guarantee you 20 people within the first month. So essentially this offer is way more valuable in the client's eyes because they are not like any of the competition, and they're giving so much more value than the other offer that you can actually charge more money with your value-based price offer. Because your price is associated with your value. You're so unique in the marketplace that they don't even associate you with any of your competitors. So to create a value-driven offer, there are 4 things that you guys must do. You must do your competitor and customer research. You must communicate effectively. You must determine a niche and create a killer offer. And if you guys create a killer offer that provides way more value than any of your competitors, you're going to win a lot more deals. All right, guys, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Now, if you guys want access to this PDF, again, it's going to be in the description down below. Just click that link and you'll submit some pieces of information. Also, I'm going to link up a video where we talked about creating a niche. A lot of times when you're creating an offer and you're creating a niche, those two kind of go in hand. So I'm going to also link up that video. And if you guys love this video, go ahead and comment. If you have any questions, if you like this video, hit subscribe, hit the like button, and I will will see you guys on the next video.